There is a number stitched into the label of almost every pair of jeans sold in America, and almost nobody looks at it before buying. That number is the fabric weight, measured in ounces per square yard, and it tells you more about how long those jeans will survive your closet than the price tag ever will. Some of the biggest names in denim have quietly dropped that number over the past 15 years, trading heavyweight cotton for thin, stretch-blended fabric that looks identical on a store mannequin and starts thinning at the knees before the tags are even worn off. 3 companies never made that trade. They kept building jeans the way jeans were built when a pair was expected to outlast a job, a decade, sometimes a marriage. By the end of this, you will know exactly which brands quietly changed what's inside the seams, and which 3 never did. Here are 10 brands where that fabric weight has quietly dropped, and what that drop actually costs you. Old Navy has leaned hard into stretch-heavy denim blends, some containing over 20% elastane. Elastane gives that comfortable, almost legging-like stretch shoppers expect, but it has a shorter functional lifespan than cotton. Multiple consumer reviewers and denim forums have documented the same pattern. The waistband and thigh areas lose their shape and start to sag within a few months of regular wear, long before the fabric itself would normally wear out. Gap essentially popularized casual denim for a mainstream American audience in the 1980s and 90s, built on heavier cotton denim with minimal stretch. Its current mainline denim has shifted substantially toward lighter weight, stretch-blended fabric, tracking the broader industry move toward what the trade calls comfort stretch denim, prioritizing softness over structural weight. American Eagle built an entire marketing identity around stretch denim with its skinny and Airflex lines, explicitly promoting maximum stretch and recovery. That stretch comes from a high percentage of synthetic fiber blended into the weave, and synthetic heavy denim is well documented in the textile industry to lose its recovery and begin pilling faster than cotton-dominant weaves, particularly at friction points like inner thighs and the seat. Fast fashion retailers deserve their own mention as a category, because the pattern across companies like Shein, Fashion Nova, and similar low-cost, high-turnover online sellers is consistent and widely reported by consumer watchdog organizations. Extremely rapid production cycles that prioritize speed to market over fabric testing or durability standards, resulting in denim that frequently shows visible wear, color loss, or seam failure within the first several washes. Forever 21, after its 2019 bankruptcy and relaunch under new ownership, shifted much of its inventory toward that same fast turnaround model, and its denim has followed the industry-wide trend toward lighter weight and higher synthetic content rather than the heavier weaves the brand carried in its earlier years. Licensed denim lines are their own trap, worth understanding before naming names. When a fashion house licenses its name to a manufacturer, the design house typically doesn't cut, sew, or source the fabric. A separate licensee does, under contract, and that licensee's incentive is margin, not the brand's original reputation. This is why a Calvin Klein jeans pair, a Tommy Hilfiger denim item, or a Guess-branded jean can vary wildly in construction quality from one production run to the next. Multiple denim industry analysts have pointed to licensing arrangements as one of the least transparent parts of apparel retail, precisely because the name on the label and the company that actually built the garment are not the same entity. Big box private label denim follows the same logic. Store brands sold under names most shoppers wouldn't recognize, as house labels are manufactured to hit a specific retail price point first and a durability standard second, if at all. Industry sourcing reports have repeatedly noted that fabric weight and stitch density get adjusted downward whenever needed to protect that price point, well before a single pair reaches a store shelf. Wrangler's mainline retail denim, sold heavily through big box channels rather than Western wear or workwear specialty stores, has also drifted toward lighter, stretch-inclusive fabric for its mass-market fit lines, even though the company's heritage cowboy cut and riveted work jeans discussed below still hold to older standards. The same brand name now covers 2 very different manufacturing philosophies depending on which line and which retail channel you're buying from. Rustler, a budget label under the same parent company as Wrangler and typically sold exclusively through discount retailers like Walmart, is manufactured to a lower price point by design, using thinner denim and simplified construction. A legitimate strategy that comes with a predictable trade-off in longevity shoppers rarely see spelled out. Levi's own lower-tier and outlet-exclusive lines deserve a mention too, separate from the company's core heritage products discussed shortly. Outlet stores across the apparel industry, Levi's included, frequently carry merchandise manufactured specifically for that channel at a lower cost and construction standard than the flagship mainline product, a widely reported practice known in the industry as outlet-exclusive manufacturing. A pair bought at a Levi's outlet is not automatically the same construction as a pair bought through the company's main retail line, even though both carry the same name on the label. That brings the count to 10, and the pattern across nearly all of them is the same. It's not that these companies make defective products. It's that the entire mass-market denim industry shifted its production standard downward over the past 2 decades, chasing softness, stretch, and lower unit cost, while quietly keeping the traditional 5-pocket silhouette that makes a pair of jeans look, at a glance, exactly like the jeans your father or grandfather wore. The look stayed the same. What holds it together did not. 3 companies never made that trade, at least not in their core heritage products. Levi's 501 line, the original 5-pocket jean first patented in 1873, is still manufactured using rigid cotton denim in the 12 to 14.5 ounce range depending on the specific wash, and fit within the 501 family with minimal to no stretch fiber blended in. This is the line that built the company's reputation, distinct from the lighter stretch-heavy fits Levi's also sells under its broader mainline and outlet offerings. The 501's copper rivets at pocket corners are the same reinforcement Jacob Davis and Levi Strauss patented a century and a half ago, still placed at the same stress points. Selvage denim versions of the 501, woven on old-style narrow shuttle looms that produce a tightly finished fabric edge, are still available through Levi's vintage clothing and premium lines. Wrangler's Heritage Cowboy Cut line, the denim built for actual rodeo and ranch use and still endorsed by professional rodeo organizations, uses heavyweight 13 to 14.5 ounce cotton denim with a construction standard built around one requirement that hasn't changed since the company's founding in 1947. The jeans have to survive being worn on horseback, in the saddle, for hours at a time without the inseam or the pocket rivets giving out. That's a different manufacturing standard from Wrangler's big box retail fits mentioned earlier, and the difference is not marketing language. It's a different fabric mill order with a different weight specification attached to it. Lee, founded in Kansas in 1889 and one of the 3 companies, alongside Levi's and Wrangler, that essentially defined American denim manufacturing for most of the 20th century, has maintained its heritage riveted construction in its core workwear and heritage lines. Lee's original riveted 101 line, still produced today, uses heavyweight cotton denim and the same copper rivet reinforcement at stress points that made the brand a household name in mid-century America. What unites all 3 is not marketing heritage. It's a fabric weight specification that never dropped below roughly 12 ounces in their core heritage lines, combined with rivet reinforcement at the same stress points denim workwear has needed reinforced since the 1870s. None of the 3 avoided stretch denim entirely. All of them sell stretch fits somewhere in their current catalogs, but all 3 kept a heavyweight, minimally blended core line in continuous production. And that core line is what earns them a place on this side of the list. Here is what that fabric weight number actually means for your closet, in terms you can check yourself. A jean woven at 9 or 10 ounces will typically show visible wear at the inner thigh and knee within 3 to 6 months of regular use, particularly with any synthetic stretch content blended in, because that stretch fiber degrades faster than cotton under repeated flexing and washing. A jean woven at 13 ounces or heavier with minimal stretch content will typically hold its shape and resist wear for several years of the same use pattern, which is exactly why decades-old pairs of heritage Levi's, Wrangler, and Lee jeans still turn up in good condition at estate sales and secondhand shops, while 5-year-old fast fashion denim rarely does. None of this means the 10 companies above are worthless, or that you've been cheated if you own their jeans. Fashion, fit preference, and budget are all legitimate reasons to buy any of them, and a lighter stretch-blended pair can be exactly the right choice for someone who wants comfort over decade-long durability. What this comparison exposes is simply that the industry rarely tells you which category you're buying into. The label says jeans either way. The fabric weight, which almost never appears anywhere near the price tag, is the one number that actually tells you the truth. Next time you're standing in a store or scrolling a product page, look for the ounce weight, usually listed somewhere in the fabric description or product details if it's listed at all. And if it isn't listed, that omission is itself worth noticing. A company confident in its construction usually says so. The jeans that quietly stopped meeting the old standard are just as quietly the ones that stopped telling you what that standard used to be.